Hey ladies, it's your girl Doretta, and welcome to another episode of Momfluence. Let's forget about the stereotype the world says about us, like we're struggling, we're baby mamas, or we're alone. Well, not over here. At Momfluencer, we're here to inspire you, educate you, and empower you. Yep, while you're going to school, you're working on that job, or even while you're paying those bills. Understand, you have to keep your head up and keep going while you're juggling through life journeys. Let's go. We got this. Mom Influencer. Hey, Momfluence. It's your girl, Doretta. We're back with another episode. And today we have a special guest. Today we have Miss Sharonda, who is here to chat it up. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. So, we're going to get into it and we're just going to chat. We're going to chat today about starting over, and it isn't a failure. So, let's chat.
Okay, let's chat.
All right. So, first question, let's talk about breaking through the shame or re entering the dating world. How does that look like?
Yeah, so a lot of people experience shame getting back into the dating world because they're still in the past of the failed relationship. But you have to remember that even God, when He first created the earth, He created people who denied Him and rejected Him. He had to actually wash out the world and start again Himself. And this is God. So we need not to stay in the failed relationship space. We need to make sure that we can go ahead forward in a fresh, new way and just know God gives us second chances. He forgives us 70 times, 7 times, and we're supposed to do it too. So let's forgive ourselves. There's no shame. So you got to start with the mental part. It's okay. Yes, it failed. It didn't work. Nobody plans to have a messed up relationship.
No.
So when it does happen, learn from it and then go into the new relationship space with a better mindset, a better outlook. No shame.
That's good because, most people feel like, dog, what did I do wrong?
Right.
And how can I make this next one work?
Right.
That, something happened. Was it me? Did I do something wrong? Or,
Right.
I know I felt like that, like, what did I do?
Yeah.
How can I make the next one better?
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
So,
I do think you need to learn. I don't think you need to go into blame mode.
Yeah.
But I think you win or you learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I chose somebody in the first relationship that failed and I know I chose based off of my emotions only, then I'm going to try to use some wisdom, some data, the leading of God this time beyond the way that person make me feel. Because how many people know feelings change, right?
Yeah.
So that's not enough of a basis to make that decision. So I do think we need to learn, but not from a blame and shame point of view. It's like, okay, I didn't pass this test. The next test I'm going to pass because I remember 2 and 3. These were the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. So define your why before you dating again.
That's so good because you don't ever want to go into this space thinking that everybody has the same aim, including yourself. Everybody's not looking to get married again. Everybody's not looking to be a player. Everybody's not looking to just have a good time. You have to know what your why is. And I remember when I was in that space and I was right after my divorce, I did not care for something long term. I just wanted to know that there were still good men out there.
Yeah.
I literally just wanted to get in a space and say, okay, I know y'all exist, so let me see you. That was my point. And so I was very honest with anybody who asked me out. I was like, all I have is friendship right now. I'm not looking for anything long term.
Yeah.
It gave them the opportunity to say, oh, no, I'm looking to be married, so I'm not going to waste my time on friendship. Or, oh, good, that just takes the load off, no burden. We can just get to know each other. So my why in the beginning was totally about just getting back out there, getting my confidence back up, seeing and, getting the evidence that good men existed, and it worked. Once I got enough confidence and evidence, then I changed my why to, okay, now I'm ready to be married again. So now I'm going to date a little differently because now the goal is long term.
Okay. That is good. So do you
feel like women need to definitely be upfront
Oh
when
yeah.
saying my why. Like,
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
starting over. I don't want this to be a bounce back relationship.
Yeah.
This is just
Mhm.
friendship.
Yes, because if you know the end game, then you can actually get there with less missteps. If I go into dating, I feel like the goal is only marriage when I have a good time, but that person's not ready for marriage, and then once again, I feel like I failed. And that's not true. Some people really just want a companion for a short amount of time. And I know that sounds weird, especially coming to some things, but just think about it. You just got a relationship, it did not work, your heart is still in a healing mode, and there's layers to healing.
Yes.
I do not want to go into a relationship not completely healed, or at least in a space where I can tell the gentleman I'm completely ready. But that don't mean I don't want to go to movies.
Yes.
That doesn't
Yes.
mean that we can't have coffee one day. It doesn't mean I can't learn from what a man's perspective is by going out with him. So being upfront is very important. That way, he gets an opportunity to say, I'm for it, I'm with it, I'm cool, or I'm not, and nobody wastes anybody's time. I mean, let's think about it for us. Don't we want men to be upfront with us?
Yes, we do.
If they're not really looking for anything serious, we want to know. And sometimes we're like, good, because I didn't want anything either. I don't want you, blowing up my phone. So,
Yes.
we can do that. And most people are very appreciative of the truth.
Good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good
Mm-hmm.
because, they need to know, like you said, we want them to be honest with us.
Yes, we
So
do.
why not be honest with them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about red flags
Mm.
and real ones.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So yeah, you have red flags out there. Once again, somebody that's not honest. Always are telling lies, and even if it's small, like I'm going to work today, then you find out they didn't go to work. I'm going to hang out with my kids, but you find out they were at the sports bar. These are red flags. Because if you can lie small like that, you probably have the capacity to lie very largely,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Or if someone is very, very, what do you say, needy in the beginning, like we want attention, everybody cares to be cared for. But if a person can't let you breathe in the beginning, that's a red flag. It means that maybe they're not fulfilling themselves and they're looking for you to fulfill them. That's not cool. You need to be as whole as you can be, and y'all become two wholes together. Or someone who's just, I don't want to say too friendly, because being a friend is is necessary, but if they're too friendly, flirtatious maybe is a better word, a overly flirtatious person, then you have to begin to gauge why, maybe what they're doing. Are they secure themselves, or do they need the accolades of somebody else? So these are red flags that I've seen very often, but I'm sure there's a whole lot of other ones.
Yeah.
Real ones, someone who says they're gonna do, I'm gonna call you at 9 o'clock. It's 8:59. It's 9:01. They're calling.
Yeah.
Someone who says, I'm not ready for anything serious, or no, my goal is marriage. Those type of things. I think another real flag is when somebody can admit that they did something wrong in a previous relationship.
Oh,
If they can
that's
say, my last relationship didn't work because, you know what, I didn't communicate well. I loved that person, but I couldn't share it in a way that they needed, or, I thought I was communicating it, but it didn't come. It's huge.
yeah.
Ownership of errors, that means something. It means you want to change. So that's a real flag.
That's good. That's definitely good because
Mm-hmm.
I've seen, not knowing those are red flags, like
Mm-hmm.
someone that is so needy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm texting you and, like,
Yeah.
where were you? Why didn't you respond? Like, please give me time to breathe. Not
Right.
knowing, like, oh,
Right.
and most women think, oh, he really cares.
Right. Right.
He's
Right.
really into me.
Right.
No, he is
Right.
too needy. Like, really? What is up with
Balance, to empowering you. So
Yeah.
it should be, I do think consistent communication is important. Like, you shouldn't talk to somebody on Monday and you don't talk to them again on Saturday. That's not consistent enough. It means they could be without you for a long time. That does show maybe a lack of interest. But if it's Monday and I talk to you at 8 a.m. and then it's 10:30 and now it's 12 o'clock, 3, and because I work, you're angry. That's what I mean by neediness. Talking to me every day, multiple times a day, that's a good thing, but why didn't you respond to me? Like, I work and you know I work, you should be working too, that type of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I mean about neediness, giving you the space to live and just missing you when you're gone and saying, hey, I miss you, that's cool. But the anger or the audacity to think that they own your time.
Yeah, that's too much.
Right.
I agree, definitely. Because I've seen that, oh, I need you, things like that.
Yeah. And I will tell any lady that does experience that and they're trying to decide, is that interest or is that control? Begin to put your requests out there. You know, like, I'm so grateful you want to talk to me every day, but I'm going to tell you my schedule is tight. If you would give me just the ability to reach back out to you by the evening, and if that's okay, I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to receive your text and I'm going to call you back and see how they respond then. Because sometimes guys are just as clueless. They don't know that
Yeah.
they need the instruction sometimes.
Yeah. And that's good because that goes back to being upfront.
Yeah.
You know, letting them know.
Yeah.
So, what to look out for when dating with kids?
Oh, yes. First thing is, do they care for kids? I know that seems like common sense, but some gentlemen don't.
Yeah.
Okay, and what does that look like? If they're like, you're talking to them, you let them know you have children or a child, and they're like, okay. And then they go right back into a question about you, then that might be a sign that maybe they're not really into children. Because if someone tells me, oh, I have like a child, I'll be like, oh, okay, how old are they?
Yeah.
You know, are they into sports? Like, I want to know a little bit more about them because I know you'll become a package. So you need to know if they're interested in children. It's important. I know a young lady, very handsome man she was dating, very nice to her, but he did not like children. And so what would happen is he would come over, he would hang with her, and he always said, isn't it time for your child to go to bed? It'd be like 6 o'clock in the afternoon and during the summer. And they're like, don't you want to put your child to bed? And I'm like, it's not bedtime yet, you know?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, shouldn't they be getting ready for bed? Because all they wanted to do was spend their time with the woman. Now, I also know that the man has to get to know you.
Yeah.
But the very sheer fact that he never wanted to he didn't want to know anything about the child. The end of that was he just didn't want her because they came together. A good story is a child could be in a mix, and the guy's like, okay, well, you know, what does your child like to do? And maybe like a few months go by, and you know, they like Pokemon or they like Sonic or something like that, and they get like a Sonic plushie or something. It means they were listening, they care, they want the child in your favor. That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that is definitely important. They got to know that it's a
Yeah.
package deal.
Right. Right.
It's just not me. It's me and the
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about spotting men who respect you or respect your role as a mom.
Yes. Ooh, it goes kind of back to that neediness. Moms, we have so many hats to put on. So if they can come on the scene and say, listen, I know you got to get, you know, your son or your daughter from school. I know they got homework to do and you have dinner to have and, you know, you want to make sure you have your prayers with them. Just hit me up when you're done. And they are giving you room to be that mom. Or they ask questions like, are there things that you need, you know, and it doesn't have to be monetarily, but are you in a space where like you're going to take them to baseball practice or basketball practice? Does he need somebody to kind of keep an eye on the coach to make sure that the coaches are doing them right or things like this? Those are the things that I look for when I'm, you know, checking out someone. How do they respond? How do they want to meet a need? What do they want to offer? Do they have the capacity to do it? If they're always like, I only want to be with you. I only have time for you. Like, I know you have a child, but what about me? Then they can't respect that I'm a mom because that means they only see me as the female and not the mom that's
Yeah.
dating. And it's okay. It just means we're not meant to be together. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That's selfish.
I really don't want to share my time. They have that prerogative.
Yeah.
But as a mom, you have to realize you can't play that game. They can do it all day. You need somebody that has enough love that can actually embrace it all. I know you got to be a mom and let you do your things. Where I can help, let me know.
Yeah.
Even if it's just, you've had a long week and you've had to discipline your child. Are you all right? Do you want me to, this is going to sound weird, but do you just want to vent to me?
Yeah.
That's important for us. So anyway, those are the things I look for.
Yeah, that is very important because you don't find too many that are saying, you know what, you can just talk to me. I know it's been a rough week.
Yeah.
How can I be there to
Yes,
support
how?
you or help you? What do you need from me as
Absolutely.
a mom?
Yes. Yes.
It is.
Yeah, I used to look just for gentlemen who had children themselves because they know, like if they are single dads, they understand it.
Yeah.
Because you can't date like a regular person. You have to find childcare. It has to be planned out, you know what I mean? Or it has to be kid friendly, those type of things. When you're just single, you only have you to think about. But what I have found is that there are men out there who don't have children that will just listen to what's necessary. Okay, so if I want to take you out, can I ask you today? Do I need to give you a day and a half? Do I need to schedule out a week? That's somebody that's making room for you being a mom. Versus, it's 7:00. There's an 8:30 movie. I want you to go. Bruh.
In the middle of the week?
Bruh.
Yeah.
Now maybe if you got an 18-year-old, child, that's
Yeah.
fine. They can watch themselves. But if you have a younger child, it's
Yeah.
not going to work.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
Yeah.
So when do you introduce someone to your child or do you not?
Very, very good question. And I'm going to answer it in a very vague and clear way at the same time. You have to be led. Okay? You have to be led. I could say after 6 months, but you don't know that person's second personality come out in 7th month. Or you could do it the day of and it works well. Dating for me has to be the data that you collect that God has given to you. Not closing your eyes because you're in need of someone to be in your life.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open. And when I see someone, I'm taking in everything, their air, the way they speak, the mental capacity, their spiritual life, all of the things. And so it's very, very normal for me to allow somebody to meet my child without meeting my child. And it works like this. Parks, play places, like Chick-fil-A got a play place sometimes. Yeah. If I can say, I'm going to be at Chick-fil-A and I'm going to have my children playing in the play place, if you want to come, you could be there. My child never know that you were there for me or for him. I get to see how you interact with people in that restaurant. And if my child comes out to play, like, hey, Mom, let her get ice cream or something like that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And they see the person, that's cool. They have met, but I didn't say, hey, this is John. And John's a new friend. No, you're just in the same space. If we want to meet back at Chick-fil-A the next time and you see John again, children are smart. They'll begin to wonder, why do I keep seeing John every time we come to Chick-fil-A? But then they'll make that deduction. That's the easiest and the most safe way for me to allow my child to meet someone. I'll see how they interact that way. They don't get a formal introduction from me until I know you about to be around, you know?
Yeah.
So we done went to Chick-fil-A 3 times, and it's not just Chick-fil-A, it just happened to come up. But if that happens and I'm like, okay, I kind of like the interaction, it was cool, really good, no flags, because children will tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't like him, he was weird or something like that. Then, we might go to Pizza Hut this next time.
Yeah.
And it's not a play place there, so we actually have to sit down. John, hey, he's at the table. I remember John. You want to talk? You want to eat? Now it's just somebody you've seen, we're now eating together. And it's very easy, very smooth, very organic. So that's not a time frame. I can't say 3 weeks. I can't say a year. Be led. And you can do it in a way that's safe, that everybody can meet one another without it being a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so important because especially when you have younger children, it's very impressional to them. Like, oh wow, John is here again, and and what if John is not around in 3 months? What happened to John?
What
I
happened
like
to
John.
and get attached. And even if you
Yeah.
have like teenagers, what do your teenagers like to do? They go to the football games? Do they like to skate? Are they gamers or something like that? You can always still find a public place where that person can see them without seeing them, you know? So the high schools have games, basketball games, baseball games. Go to the game. Let them come with you, especially if they're in the sport or they play in the band or something like that. Do that enough to where they could be in the area without it being a formal, let's go to dinner and I need to introduce you to my friend type deal.
Yeah.
But when it is time, they have seen them enough, they've been around, they are part of kind of like the community at this point, that it'll be easier to make that introduction.
I like that because you got to find a way to introduce them, and then you got to find a way to have boundaries as well. So how do you deal with that, with the boundaries?
That's why, it's everything I said was public. They haven't come to my house, you know what I'm saying? They're not in the car with me and my child, and I'm not against it. Like I said, be led. If you feel a very easy spirit, peace is a ruler. That's what the Bible says. If you feel peace, go with it. But what I'm saying is, initially, it's just like I just met people here. But that doesn't mean that we about to go hang out one-on-one next.
Yeah.
But I know enough of them being in the community. They gotta be cool in some way or another, right? That's what I mean. So the boundaries are set in public. Now, you've shown me evidence. You've been consistent. You haven't shown, like deception, things like this. My spirit is right. I done prayed on it. And I always will give this because my pastors told me this. You can always pray the prayer, expose, reveal, and remove.
Wow.
Expose anything that's negative, reveal it, and then remove it. So sometimes people will just go away.
Oh,
when you
wow.
pray that. Expose, reveal, and remove the good things. Expose the good things. Like I'm guarded. I'm, what's the word? Skeptical. God can help you see the good things. Reveal that so you can remove my doubt. So regardless, those 3 words, I'm talking about, it has been a major play in dating.
That is good.
Yeah, so
definitely
you
have to share that with mom.
Yeah.
We got to close
Shout
out
out to
with
my
that.
pastors, what's up?
We definitely have to close out with that one. I love that.
Yeah.
Because that is so true. I know me, I try to guard my heart, and you don't want to feel like that person is just like Sam. Sam was the same way, and so you see those signs. So you definitely have to pray for that exposure, reveal.
Yeah.
Yes, I like that. I really like that.
Absolutely.
So, keeping in mind with the children, I know you said you don't have a time frame. So, is there a certain time frame that you might tell somebody how long they should wait if you were talking to somebody else about dating?
Yeah, I would say if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. See, I'm an optimistic person by nature. It's a gift God gave me, which could be a gift and a curse. Some people are like, oh my gosh, But I can feel danger quickly because I'm always looking for the good. So if I feel danger, it's there.
Yeah.
If you're always looking for danger and you don't ever see the good, then you might want to wait until you feel that peace, because what's going to happen is if you don't feel comfortable, you'll find whatever you're looking for. So if you're looking for something to go wrong, it's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something bad, it's going to be bad. Even if that person has all the good intentions in the world, get to a place where you can find a peace. So if a person came to me and they were like, hey, I met somebody, I'm really feeling him, and I want to, introduce him to Johnny, when should I do it? I would say, do you feel comfortable? Well, I don't know if I feel comfortable. This ain't the time.
Yeah.
I think I feel comfortable. I mean, I really want them to meet. Be 100%, because this is your child, right?
Yeah.
So be 100%. Once you're like, man, I know it's just fear, and it's fear, and that's why you're not doing it, then overcome the fear and go. But have peace, be comfortable. I am the type of person where, you know how they say you date somebody, you don't let them see your parents or your friends, all this stuff. Oh, you're going to see my people very early. Because I don't want to get wrapped up in you and then you meet them and then they're like, oh, that's whack. Why are you dating him?
Oh, yeah.
I want to know early. That's why I came up with the public place for my child, because literally I could go to the mall and my son, he'll be walking by. He was like, why was that lady looking at us like this? He doesn't know her from Man in the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
But something in him made him feel weird.
Yeah.
So in a public place, I know if something happens and this person around, he's going to pick it up. Whatever I'm not already picking up, he will. So you just got to be comfortable. And I wish I could put a time frame on it, but I wouldn't, because I'd be lying. Because somebody going to be like, girl, your son, man, 3 weeks into it. And I feel comfortable. Just be comfortable.
Yeah.
Get a prayer life. I don't know if this is okay, but having a prayer life in dating is everything, because God knows way more than we do.
Yes.
And if we could lean on that, it would save us so much. If I would have listened many times before, why I speak to people now because I don't want people to make the same mistakes I made.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not because I'm an expert, because I'm just an expert in this book knowledge. If you fall enough, you'll be able to tell somebody where the hole is in the ground. I don't want you to go into that hole. So what I'm saying is, listen to God. If you don't know how to, before you date, let that be a part. Let's learn how to listen to God and then move forward. It'll help. I promise it will. It will.
And that's okay to talk about God.
Okay.
It is okay. It is really okay. And I was going to ask, like, so when do you introduce them to the family? Like, okay, you've been seeing this person 6 months. Is it okay to introduce them to a mom, dad, or whoever, your friends, whoever is, your cousins?
Yeah.
When is it okay to say, hey, you're going to come over for,
Yeah.
the barbecue?
Yeah. Right. So I would give the same answer, but this is a little bit different, because you have to know you on that. If you bring in that gentleman to the barbecue, means that y'all supposed to be long term, and you don't know if y'all long term, don't bring them to the barbecue.
Okay.
But if you're the person who, man, I'll invite somebody off the street to the barbecue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're that type of person, hey, the more the merrier, come on. Then yeah, bring them, because it won't be under the guise that this is my man and we about to be forever. It's a friend I know, and I invite all my friends.
Okay.
Know yourself with that. And if you have the family that can give you space, some family members, the minute they see somebody new, oh my God, is that your new husband? When do y'all get married? Where's the ring? If that's the family you have, maybe pause. But if this is a family that's just as, you know what, anybody's welcome. I'm just glad that somebody cares to, be in your space, that cares for you. Come on, get that burger or the hot dog, right? So know yourself and your family on that. Then follow peace,
Okay.
Yeah, because I have family on one side that would be down my throat. Who's that and why is that? Then I have other family like, child, until you tell me it's something, it's just a friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got that family that is all about. So who is this?
Right.
I seen you walk them to the car.
Right.
I saw you give them a hug. Who is that? Is that somebody you dating now?
Right.
Oh, we gonna see them again?
Right.
Why? It's just a friend. It's just a friendly barbecue.
Right. At that point, I will wait till that person, meaning the man, is talking about the future with you.
Okay.
If you have a family that's gonna, hound you, I will wait till he starts talking about the future.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I want you to meet my family. I want you to be around people who are important to me. I want to get their ideas. Then you will be safer speaking to invite them around yours.
Yeah, especially if you go and say, hey, I want you to meet my grandmother. She's 94. Because she going to grill you.
Right.
Like,
that's a good one. I like that.
Oh, she going to grill you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I love it.
So keeping your child emotions safe in mind, what are some tips on online dating and boundaries?
Online dating. So I know a lot of people are afraid of the catfish and the murderers. Like ask murderers. This is what my friends would say. Ask murderers online. Once again, I start with a mentality that everybody online can't be crazy, because if I'm online, I'm not crazy. At least I'm not completely crazy. So that's a mindset that I come with. People online who are just as wholesome and want something great as you. So the way you keep yourself safe is that you begin to put all the God posts in place. I'm not posting pictures of myself that give a different idea of what I want. I'm not speaking in my profile about things other than what is necessary to talk to me. And then I respond to people based off of the way they respond to me. So for the ladies out there, let's just say a guy, he comes into your inbox and he's like, hey, sexy, you know what I'm saying? Those legs and those thighs. Well, he's not going to get a response. Not because he's a horrible person, but he's just told me there's something on his mind, probably not what I'm thinking about right now.
Exactly.
If there's a gentleman that comes on and he's like, when can I come over? It's another thing and it happens. He won't get a response. But the gentleman is like, hello, I saw your profile. I like what you had to say. I really like your picture. This one had a lot of energy to it. He'll get a response because now he's saying he at least took time to listen. He read it. He saw something that was interesting in him. He articulated it. Doesn't mean he's a great man. No. But he gets the response. So I'm already cutting down on the riffraff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's the first thing. Then I never get anybody my real number. They get a Google Voice. Okay, so, that's one thing. You're not going to chase me back to nothing, to anything. My profile name will not be my real name. It'll be something cute or nickname-ish.
Okay.
Those are the type of things I do. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So we're getting ready to wrap up.
Yes.
Please tell me and tell our moms, how could they get in touch with you? Because they want to know about dating.
Yes.
They want to definitely know how to, pray for those exposed.
Yes. I love it. You can reach me on social media platforms at Dreams Global, and that's DREEAMMS Global, Dreams Global. I'll say it again because it's spelled different. DREEAMMS Global. Instagram, Facebook, my website is the same thing. If you want a free consultation, I give free consultations so we can talk about where the issues may lie. You might be a very great dater and just don't know it because you're afraid.
Yeah. And then you could be just somebody who hasn't dated in a long time.
Right. And the game does change, but I'm going to tell you, principles stay the same, and that's where we want to get to.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on and chatting up. So please tell us again that what your pastor said. What we need to do is
expose, reveal, and remove. Yes.
So remember that
in your pocket. Yes.
Remember that. And so thank you, moms, for another great episode. See y'all again. This is your girl, Doretta. Love you. Bye.